Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Bengals. So let's send you up now to the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. One receiver left, two to the right. Let's go. On first down, Wentz. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Now Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Here's Jones. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out in the pistol. A first carry now. This is Hill. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Dalton throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll bring up third down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
So Dalton now. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he has the first down before he's tackled and defined. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Zebra! Zebra!
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. You know, Charles, coming off the bye week, these Eagles, Coach Doug Peterson said he's trying to keep them focused. He told the media, just when you think you've arrived, that's when the downfall starts. So I think he's got the right mentality.
He has the right mentality, but we're not going to help him at all here because their first 3 wins, all by double digits. And that's only happened twice in team history. And you know what happened both times?
What?
That team made the Super Bowl.
There's pressure.
We're not helping Coach Peterson at all. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he can't get, and they force him to the sideline, corral him out of bounds here behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton, and that's complete to LaFell. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Sure hasn't been a bad 4-week stretch to start the season for Green. 32 catches, 468 yards.
And I think a lot of people are wondering how he would handle things because Tyler Eifert's been out, right? Mohamed Sanu and Marvin Jones are no longer there. All the pressure was coming back to A.J. Green, and they were wondering who would replace the other guys. I think he found the replacement. It's him.
To throw here, Dalton. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green from 8 yards out, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful of not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing now is Wentz. Buying time to his left. Incomplete. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Screen pass to Sproles. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up the first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I am shocked that they would go for it there. Talk about a gutty call. But that's all about having faith in your offensive line, and they come through there on 4th down.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The 15 yards there on the scramble and a 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They go play action here on 1st down. Deep drop. Green Beckham has it over the middle. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Wentz. It's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team, helps them start their comeback.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Dalton. And caught, right side, Green. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They come up in an offset eye. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They send Green to the left on his own. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw here, Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Dalton gives to Bernard, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
We got three, fellas. All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half. You know, I think that's the way they'll go.
Wentz now to throw. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And Dalton hands to Hill. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Dalton, and that is incomplete. Jeremy Hill there was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A first down throw coming for Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2nd down, the ball on, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. And after the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, we got a quick break here. Let's not take the Denver Broncos for granted. They're 4-0 to start this season, but do you remember when it began? Who's going to play quarterback? And if it's Trevor Siemian, he had taken a knee one play in 2015. That was his experience.
And now, boom, they're Super Bowl contenders yet again.
That defense, oh, that defense. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now Wentz on third down. Dancing to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On second down, here's Wentz, surveying the field, going up top. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher?
Just once, and we went up. And my love tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. Baby girl, she got me lifted. The mind tripping. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often. More than just a little. I be shutting down the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up. And my love tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. Baby girl, she got me lifted. The mind tripping. She's so. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Excuse her while she kisses the sky.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two receivers who both go back to their AFC North days and both know how to find the end zone. It's A.J. Green going up against Antonio Brown. And with that, we're off to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium. We join our announcing team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for the first time with Hill. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger finding time. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 2nd down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat him.
Week 4, Bell returned from the injury and the suspension, and he came back in a big way, Charles.
Showed a lot of patience, and that's interesting, isn't it? Because you know he was ready to explode because he couldn't play in the early part of the NFL season. But following his blockers, letting things develop, and then taking off through the hole. He let Marquise Pouncey get out in front, David DeCastro, and then he just went through there like a bolt of lightning.
Yeah, finished 18 carries, 144 yards. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit
Sometimes
better.
it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Underneath, this is Bernard. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Dalton with a give to Hill. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a carry for Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Andy Dalton, they set up the screen to Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down in the red zone this time.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. To throw here, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Nugent puts it through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
Roethlisberger will throw. Incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just been driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Okay, in your fantasy league, did Antonio Brown go first?
In both of my leagues, he went first, yes.
And rightly so. We saw what he did against Kansas City. He got Pittsburgh off to a roaring start. 2 touchdowns early, and then that allowed them to coast the rest of the way.
He may only be 5'10", but he is a load to handle out wide. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. Now Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. 2nd and very short here, less than a yard. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the deep.
Bernard churning, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Time to step aside. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. 2nd down, Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. 380. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. 3rd down. A shot here for Dalton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Rex Burkhead from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that group. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. And even 60 yards. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Can't find anyone open. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And the Bengals can't wait to get Tyler Eifert back. He's hoping to build off that 2015 where he had 52 catches, 13 of them for touchdowns.
And I know a lot of people are looking at it and saying, well, just how critical is it? Because A.J. Green's putting up monster numbers and Andy Dalton's finding him. But just think of it this way. If Eifert comes back, A.J. Green becomes that much more dangerous, and he might solve their red zone issues because that tight end down the middle and off into the sides, that's a big-time play for Cincinnati.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's got time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Here's Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Johnson, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 17 there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He's got time in the pocket, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep. That's caught inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a
and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he fires one incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. Third down here. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Wide 20. Zebra.
Third down from the gun. Dalton. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 54 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They shakes him off. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. A screen to Bell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Surveying the field. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
On the screen, Bernard muscles him off. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting and no fighting.
Poppin' knock it when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad one, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my don't have to take it undercover. Just under the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping, yeah. Now I feel my body drifting, yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping? Yeah. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often more than just a little. I be shutting down the city, black the latest gears when she wear. You see that sun in the air, fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up, yeah. And my love a tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. My body dripping. Girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got 2 quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Dalton's Bengals going up against Garoppolo's Patriots. So let's get you up to Foxborough as we check in with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
It seems like whenever people talk about Chris Long, the number one thing they discuss is his motor and how relentless he is. Let's not forget, he's also a superior athlete.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field.
Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Blunt, the lone running back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talked about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this front.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll hand it off now. Hill shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Andy Dalton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good game.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Pass incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Mike Nugent for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. after the touchdown. Here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he dumps it off to Blount. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, New England.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Just one catch, 16 yards for Edelman against Buffalo. Now, he did have a 90-yard touchdown catch in the first play from scrimmage, but it was called back.
And that's unfortunate, isn't it? Because when you get off to that kind of a start, you're really flying at that point. Instead, it doesn't count, and it became a very difficult afternoon for that point forward for the New England Patriots.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And we roll now on the offensive starters, and everybody always loves to talk about Gronk.
And wouldn't a lot of teams love to redraft right now? This guy went in the second round, yet no matter what, you've got a game plan for him when you're opposing him.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On second down, here's Brady. Going underneath to Blount. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Brady gives now to Blount. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
When you play against Carlos Dunlop, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. They don't have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a dump off to White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
4 down, check. 4 down. Right 20.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And tough starting field position here. They come up in an offset eye. They begin the drive with Hill. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Second down, Dalton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Bernard. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and...
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And he's got some space here. And there he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Brady will look to throw for it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Passing, it's Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Bernard. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll give the Bengals a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2nd and 5. Dalton Throwing on second down. Finding time. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their dangerous wide receiver, 40 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Brady to throw on second down. Screen pass to Blunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And, look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87. And Rob Gronkowski had 1 catch for 11 yards against Buffalo. It came in the 4th quarter. He's still trying to get back in form after the pulled hamstring earlier this year.
Yeah, and as he gets back into form, he'll be happy to have Tom Brady back under center.
And Martellus Bennett, another tight end, helping take the pressure off of Gronk. And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's got time. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
The coverage was terrific downfield because he had to check down to the tight end. That means the pressure on the quarterback wasn't very good. He had a long time to survey the field, didn't he?
Able to buy himself some time in the pocket, hit the safety valve. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining. Here as we head toward halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the keeper. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout. By the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. If something you and I were mentioning before the game worth discussing, Julio Jones had that 300-yard game this past weekend for Atlanta, only the 6th time in NFL history, and there's been over 15,000 games played in NFL history.
That really puts it in perspective, doesn't it? Because to put up those kind of numbers, especially against a defense as skilled as Carolina's, Julio Jones is one of the best in the game.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Throwing now is Brady, and that is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that brings up 4th down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, here's Hill. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did. No
gain on the play there, 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking. To do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say, don't you say it. Don't say, don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pulling, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Choke this love till the veins start to shiver. One last breath till the tears start to wither. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Tales of an endless ride. Cursed is a fool who's willing. Can't change the way we are. One kiss away from killing. Don't you say, don't you say it. Don't say, don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pulling, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Choke this love till the veins start to shiver. One last breath till the tears start to wither. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Like a river, like a river. Like a river, like a river. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pulling, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Choke this love till the veins start to shiver. One last breath till the tears start to wither. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river.
All up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mother. Yeah, this some mother. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Tryna get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift. Just caught the Benz, oh, with the tick. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah, in every song I said, I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400 don't care, oh, have a head on. Heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad, they straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
Yeah, 104 times how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole town. On mamas, man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already. You got plans to do it, boy, we did it already. Got a couple DMs, I done slid in already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah, I'm a star like Moesha's. Running up the numbers like Aisha's. Yeah, I be sliding, I be creeping. Girls these days, they just don't know how to keep it. But I got it all handled. They try to box me and I got my own angles, yeah. I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing wood on every candle. I'm like,
Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
If you ain't know me, bet you know now. Juicy came through with the verse for me both times. In Pot Town, that's automatic, hold down. What's that? Ask no questions, just hold it down. Why you hating on the progress? I'm a humble, I don't even pause what I do. I just drive the Maybach through the projects. And still brazy, I ain't even drive shit. Hate from a distance, please don't try me. Cause we'll turn it up on anybody. I see why they don't like me. Yelling out 400, they go too heavy. I'm with the posse back at it. Whoa. That mean come on, going platinum. Whoa. That mean I got a Kindle in my mattress. Oh, I got the BD back bragging.
Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
You're a crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong, pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Green's Bengals going up against Jones's Falcons. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the home of the Falcons since 1992, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome, just on the outskirts of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Atlanta Falcons. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game. I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he? I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tamme. A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tamme shows better athleticism than what people expect. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield. And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right? I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme, there. That'll bring up second down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now. Adam Jones is a really talented cornerback who's having a career renaissance. Second and 10 now. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's third down. And they're getting him involved early. You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. This is Hill, and he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut. And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. It's second down. Dalton looking. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game. And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football? Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout. And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down. First and 10 for Dalton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta. Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage. And I know there's plenty of talk about the offensive explosion of Matt Ryan and Julio Jones in the game against Carolina. But let's not forget the defense is really starting to play well. Head coach Dan Quinn, that's his background. And he came from Seattle where it was all about the ball. And that's what they're doing in Atlanta now. They're +3 in turnover margin.
And while they scored 48 points in week 4, it's a couple picks late that sealed it. Marvin Lewis going to leave the offense out there. 4th down, they're going for it. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton underneath. This is Bernard. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 45 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's that Falcons offense so electric in week 4. Get this, Charles. We've had over 15,000 games played in NFL history. Only 1 with a receiver over 300 yards. Only 19 with a passer going for 500. And now we've had 2 do it in the same game.
How about that? That's absolutely extraordinary. And just think about this Falcons offense in total. They can also run it, too, with Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman. They are dangerous any way they want to move the ball.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Well, Ryan's trying to fit this one into his favorite target. It was once Tony Gonzalez. Then, of course, Roddy White. No question who it is nowadays, Mr. Julio Jones. But this one doesn't get there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On second down, Hill shreds the tackle. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll run it with Hill. There goes Jeremy Hill. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They send Green to the left on his own. Here's Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw here, Dalton. He's going to take it, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Brandon LaFell, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And quickly, they get to the line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And there's that man, Julio. Week 4, we mentioned it earlier, 300 yards. Matt Ryan's 503 was a franchise record for passing. Jones's was a record as well.
It's amazing watching him run routes and get open. And in this game, he did a little bit of everything. Contested catches, and then there was times when he would catch it short and turn it into a monster game. Julio Jones is flat out special. Just 36 yards shy of the record, single game record, held by Flipper Anderson.
Looked like he was playing a video game. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ryan will throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy, 42 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Bengals getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Andy Dalton. Now a right side completion here by LaFell. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He drops it off for Bernard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Dalton on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, Ryan. It's caught, left side, Tammy. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper from 3 yards out. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Under pressure, they got him again. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Levine Toilolo, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
To throw here, Dalton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Second down, Dalton. He's got time in the pocket, and he slings one that's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's third down. We've got a 3rd and 11. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
He'll return it from the 6. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Ryan to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Left side, Tammy. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now for the offense. This is play number 11 here on this drive. Throwing now is Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal. There's still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So the home crowd here loves it. They get the field goal in the closing moments, and it looks like their guys are going to get out of here with the W.
And when that kick left his foot, you could hear a pin drop in here. There were about 70,000 folks with crossed fingers. And when that ball went through, start the celebration.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.